Sorry, I gotta get my hat back on. Titty streamer convicted of murder. That'd be Florida man. Florida man hash parentheses titty streamer convicted of murdering someone over loud music. All right, so all regular infantry. I'm gonna grab these guys. And they're... Where did I send those? Where did I send all the regular infantry there? There we are. Just another day in Florida. Yep. You're not wrong. It's the worst part. Mr. Booze. I'll probably get I might get a beer in a minute. One. Might get one.
Eat a bag a day.
Eat a bag a day. Florida titty streamer lauded his hero for stopping the tyranny of douche number 56,296. That's a way of looking at it too. Maybe everybody will love me for
Eat a bag a day.
taking the guy down. Florida man craves revenge. I do. I'm very revengey. Hey, Dinah. The cat is screaming. Meow. Meow.
Eat a bag a day.
I'm gonna have to science.
Baltic, I have literally screamed that at people. Well, not literally, figuratively. Fuck me for saying that. I had to stick my head out the window and scream down at the people into those cars. People fucking live here. Turn off your goddamn music. I've had to do that before. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You realize other people live here. It's not just yourself. It's still not as bad as the last apartment I used to live in, where that was a daily issue. Daily. Mountain troops. They're really good mountain troops, too. Justifiable homicide. I agree. We still oobing? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm conversing, contemplating murder, and oobing at the same time. Should I send you some deck chairs instead of booze? No, booze is good. No, booze works. Because that helps me drown out the voices that tell me to murder. Alright, then what we'll do is we'll take any motorized or armored units. And we'll send them off to the side. I'm gonna be oobing for a while. Oh, there's the 5th separate heavy tank brigade. Steel production. Don't mind if I duck it a fucking do. I'm gonna send these guys here. There we are. Like, if someone just pulls in and turns off their car and they were playing loud music when they pulled up or something like that, that's one thing. But when you're just sitting in the parking lot, like in the old apartment complex I used to live in, people would just sit in the parking lot. Hero. It would be a shame if the car magically had broken windows. That's why I said I'm gonna slash this fucker's tires. Well, I'm going back down. Thanks, babe. All right, we're coming back. No, I haven't murdered any officers yet, and I'm confused as to when that happens. Because I'm making more off. I'm above. Oh, it just got louder. It just got louder. That's the same guy. Blue truck right outside the window. Is the office open right now? Fuck, no, it's not. 5:30. Yep. What, they are? Do you think you could call them for me?
Email.
Yeah, that'd be great. Because it just fucking got louder. He's sitting out there with his doors open, blasting music.
Eat a bag
I
a day.
think I have a card. You could look it up online. Man, shoot. Yeah, I know. Oh my god, I know. I want to kill him. I want to murder him. I want to murder him. You just look it up online. Just look for Enclave.
Eat a bag a day. Eat a bag a day. Eat a bag a day. Eat a bag of
Ben Magnus, a murder story. Oh, I could feel it in the... I could feel it in like in my bones. I can feel it. Did no, we just hit 13. Did we just hit 13? Can you politely ask him to turn it down? I've asked them politely before, and they basically told me to piss off. First murder live on Twitch. I would not put it past him. We don't hear the music. I know you can't hear it, but imagine trying to work and someone coming up behind you and just doing this. Just like that. Just constantly. Just doing that. Just poking you in the back of the head every few seconds. Just poke, 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 poke. And it's not that bad when I'm streaming because the sensitivity on the microphone is lower when I'm streaming. But when I'm recording and I have post-production work that goes into my videos, that gets picked up. I wrote down his license plate number because last time he was doing this was almost 10 o'clock. Like, it was really loud. You should. I would still prefer it because just to report it again. Because Jesus goddamn Christ, it's every day. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's 10 p.m. at night. It's all the fucking time. Sounds like my IT job. Poke, 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 poke. Well, okay, serious question, Giffy. In your IT job, how many of the problems that people poke you with could be solved because they're just dumb? What type of music is it? I don't know. Douche music? All I could hear is the fucking bass. Americans are weird and incredibly self-centered. I can't argue with that. The last apartment complex I lived at, I had to go outside the apartment complex at 11:30 at night. There was a guy with all of his... He was alone in the parking lot. All of his doors open. So all 4 doors open. His trunk open. He was blasting his music. And he was sitting in the passenger seat with... The seat was down, at his head on the dashboard and his feet like towards the back of the car. Just sitting there like this. Just blasting music. I went out there and I stuck my head in the car. I was like... What is wrong with you? What do you mean? You know I can hear that from inside my apartment? Oh, really? I didn't think it was that loud. Are you an idiot? Sorry. Getting a little carried away. Oh my god. Giffy says at least half. Yeah. Hey, garrisons and militia coming in. Alrighty. Oh, we're actually gonna get to start oobing soon, guys. Ooby, ooby, ooby. Okay, let's take a look at some of these stock Soviet infantry. We got 3 regiments of foot, field artillery, combat engineers, light armor. Wow, that's interesting. Anti-tank, recon, horse transport. What are we building?
You've killed my son. I demand blood and vengeance.
What is wrong with you is not the most polite introduction. Oh, no. I've said I address the people here politely. Not there. Because there it was literally every single day having to walk out of my apartment to yell at people. Here here I've done it politely. There I was not. Especially when it's the same fucking people. In Germany, the police would be all over you for parking lot music blasting. I wish it worked that way here. The other day, we had a... Well, not the other day. It was more than a week ago by now. Maybe 2 weeks ago by now. A drunk man showed up at our apartment building at about 1 p.m.? No, 1 a.m.? Middle of the night. Pounding on our door. Screaming for people. What up, fucker? You didn't survive the mouse only to deal with this. Screaming. Just screaming and screaming. Pounding on our door. Pounding on my neighbor's door. Going down floors. Pounding on other people's doors. Screaming his head off. Called the police. Police talked to him. And all they did was walk him out of the property, then leave. Then he just walked right back on and continued what he was doing. Screaming his head off, pounding on people's doors. We're pretty sure we came to the conclusion that he didn't live here, and he was in the wrong apartment complex. Giffy! Happy 3 months to you! Thanks, Giffy. That's also another set, so down I go. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Starting to get tired, but I'm back. Yeah, so the police here, they literally just walked him outside of the property, then let him go. Then he came right back in, and kept doing what he was doing. All right, foot. Arty, engineers. What's the difference between these? Why are these ones smaller? Light armor, anti-tank, recon. Light armor, anti-tank, recon. What am I? Why is there a difference in size here?
Oh, wait.
What am I missing? That's why I enjoy being in the countryside. You deal with douchebags very infrequently, yeah. Oh. Feel bad for the music guy. It must be hard having a small penis and all. Got him there. Yeah, I actually like my father lives kind of out in the country. It's like one neighbor's half a mile out, and the other neighbor's about a mile out. You couldn't hear a gunshot in a neighbor's place.
Eat a bag of dicks. Eat a bag of dicks. Eat a bag of dicks.
Paid it?
Eat a bag of dicks.
I'll take care of it. Tell the guy outside, a barbarian of Baltic descent tells him he's a twat and should shut off the damn music. I don't know how well that'll go. Wait, what kind of Baltic descent? Are these increasing in size, your doodle? Hang on, let's let a day pass. Oh, you know what? No? No? They must be slightly different. So let's just take 2 of these and send them off to the side. Let's take 2 of these, set them off to the side. Let's see. They are identical. Some are just a little bit larger. Okay, so there's no difference between them. Okay, that makes things easy. Doodle, 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 doodle. Oh, fuck, I forgot things. Palace of the Party. Well, I mean, I like that, but I don't remember what these do. We're gonna have to look at strategic resources.
Eat a bag of dicks. Eat a bag of dicks. Eat a bag of
Tell him his music is bad and he should feel bad. Well, his music is bad and he should feel bad. Let's see. News and politics. Well, that's not it. Imperial War Ministry. Well, that's a good one. University straight off the bat's a good one. Palace of Justice. Palace of the Party. I think universities, or Imperial Seat of Government would be great. Let's see, do we got University? National University, we're gonna do that one. If we build it, they will come. That's what she said. Okay, so, close that, National University. Okay, so now what we do is we start, we detach everybody. And we start attaching people to, well, let's do this. It'll be easier if these guys are the closest ones. Soviet Ubing! Ah, delightful. Oh, Scheisse. More, oh my god. I feel, what is going on with the Soviet Union? I feel way more powerful than I should. I mean,
eat a bag of dicks. Eat a bag of dicks.
Collect all the academics will be easier to murder them later. Well, that's true. It would be easier to murder them if they were all in the same place. I mean, I've been overproducing on officers. We haven't done the murder yet.
Eat a bag of dicks.
We haven't done any proper murderology yet. When is that fire? I thought it would have hit by now. It's September of 36. Well, strength increases are all 38s. Do 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 boot do 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 do. Defensive positions. Body armor. Where? There we go. All right, that's pretty good. Hey, Padala Pooch. Maybe some small ship stuff. Mountain training advance, we did. I don't think we need to do fleet auxiliary doctrine. Oh, there's some attritional warfare. That sounds like a Soviet thing to do. And technically, we're working on more things. Maybe, oh God. I don't remember having this much leadership before. I really don't. Well, I guess we can do some more of that.
We love you.
Shut up, baby. I know it. Lala. Thanks for the resub. And down I go again. Ah, fuck me. I'm dying. Okay. Okay, we're back.
Do you remember a time when women couldn't vote and certain folk weren't allowed on golf courses?
Veteran
Farm
Farm remembers. There's gotta be more stuff to do. Well, I guess we could just start doing some small ship stuff. We might end up building some of those eventually. We're already researching everything. Alright, so now let's start, well, these guys need to get detached. Now that I've done a lot of this, a lot of the people from the Far East are like, hey, we're here! Whoa, there's a lot of tanks. Well, that was all my tanks. It's like, there's a lot of tanks in the Far East. It's because that's where I put all my tanks. But all said and done, that's not a lot of tanks. But we do have time. Alright, so. Attach. Start using the normal guys first. Alrighty, so we'll attach all these guys into the oob. Well, we'll start attaching all these guys into the oob. We'll get to an oob point. And start making our infantry armies here. Alright, well, that's a good start. Alright, now we gotta find... Oh, here we go. Alright, so you guys start moving off to the side. We need a proper... Interestingly enough, very few actual armies. You know, maybe we'll just make our own armies. What do you think of the new season of Critical Role? I'm enjoying it. When are we going to war? It's probably up to Hitler. I don't think I have much say in that. Well, I mean, I have some say. But Hitler has most say. Advanced refining techniques. Oh, wait, I think this is where we start murdering people. Okay. Execute everybody. Clear their names. Gain dissent. Gains devious politicians in 36. Until the end of the game. National revolt risk up. Daily dissent change up. Ruling party support down. So I think we gotta murder some people, guys. But this doesn't actually say I'm losing officers.
Eat a bag of dicks. Eat a bag of dicks.
More murder!
Eat a bag
I do believe there will be more murder. I mean, we are the Soviet Union, so there will always be more murder.
Eat a bag of dicks.
Need war? Send Stalin naked pictures of Hitler. Oh God. Oh, do I have a? Whoa, what? Why are you? Oh, you know what? That's why. Some of these guys have other doodles attached to them. This guy's got 5. This was a solid 5 ski, right? Oh yeah, a lot of these people are got other doodles attached to their dongles. So we gotta unsubscribe everybody. Do we get these ones? No. Bam. There we go. Then we can go through and be like, hey, I think this should be a full one. It is. Move them on over. Those degrees in murderology and murder army are finally being used. Oh, yeah. I've got a degree in murderology and murderonomy.
Eat a bag a day. Eat a bag a day.
Tell Hitler that he's Austrian. That'll trigger the war. Hitler, you're not even a real German. And your haircut's bad, and German shepherds are... I can't say German shepherds are bad dogs, because I do like those. German shepherds aren't bad dogs. They're good boys. But fucking your cousin's bad. Wait, Ava Braun was his cousin, right? I think? Was that a thing? Or am I making that up? What do we got here? Bank of International Settlements. Yes, take my supplies. Give me your money. So I think we're going to hold off on these guys, though. Keep that IC up. Maybe we don't start properly murdering people until later? But we are upgrading our equipment finally. I mean, we haven't produced a damn thing, but at least we're upgrading our equipment. Hey-oh, they've got Moes and Nagants. Tell Hitler his art sucks. That might do it. That might do the trick. Yeah, that's a solid 5 ski right there.
Eat a bag a day. Eat a bag a day.
Aberbond was a devoted party member. You mean his niece, Gelly? Who's rumored he had an interest in. Oh, okay. Well, when you're wrong, you're wrong. Supply transport. Oh, we talked about that before. Supply org, also good. So what we need is 5 of these. Giant infrastructure projects. Secretary of Public Information and Education Advance. Construct a new industrial zone. We're going to go ahead and do that. Well, does that open up? That opens up a new project, yes. Bam. So we do that. And then I think later on I could use that to build like another special building. Global suspicion. Members of the global community have been alarmed at our pace of advancing chemical research. If we are headed towards fielding chemical weapon use, we need to be aware that the path forward is fraught with political and domestic consequences. National risk goes up, national unity goes down, research efficiency goes up. I gain threat on everybody, and everybody gets pissed off at me. Forward! The way forward is fraught with chemical birds.
Eat a bag a day. Eat a bag a day. Eat a bag a day. Eat a bag.
Are we still talking about Star Wars? Phasma's equipment that I find funny is that's made out of Palpatine's yacht. What? That sounds really dumb. Is that really a thing, or are you making that up? If that's real, that's really stupid. If that's real, that is really dumb. And I feel like it's just dumb enough to actually be a thing. Okay, that's 5, right? Nope, that was 7. So I messed that up. That was real. Oh my god, that's real? That's really a thing? Phasma's armor's made out of Palpatine's yacht? Because it makes perfect sense to make a yacht out of a material that you also make armor out of, or vice versa. It's Star Wars! It doesn't have to make sense. It can be stupid and no one will care! It's fantasy. All right, let's move these guys over to the side. Whoa, whoa, whoa. National Center for Defense Research. Comrade! In any current or future conflict, the preservation of our great nation will hinge upon our ability to innovate. Technological superiority will be essential for victory. National Center for Defense Research will allow us to tap into our nation's leadership ranks and will result in newer technologies being yielded more frequently. I mean, we're already fine on research. Boots on the ground. Seas win the war. Skies. Field support. Land doodle? Armor doodle. Or we'll pick armor doodles. I cannot believe that's actually a thing. My god. Ben is going down more than Monica Lewinsky. But do we know if Monica Lewinsky went down more than once, or was it just the one time?
Oh my god.
Do we know? Do you know, hon?
Why is this even a conversation?
Because somebody said Ben's going down more than Monica Lewinsky, so I can't have to duck off camera to do the workout.
I don't know if she went down on more than once.
All I know was the one
I don't
time.
think I want to know.
Well, now I think we have to know. Somebody look it up, but clear your browser history afterwards. All right, so we're going to do this. Create an army. This is going to be the first army. We need a leader. I mean, I don't know. The Soviet Union must have a lot of leaders, right? Not a lot of I guess putting good skill level leaders in charge. I mean, putting the twos in charge of. Oh, excuse me. Armies would be a good idea. Oh, you need a promotion though, right? Yeah. There are worse things on my browser history than that. Oh my. We made all of our tanks out of Stalin's yachts. Okay. That is our first infantry army. So I guess I guess the first army works fine. And the first army is going to be sent to Leningrad for now. Wait, did I actually select everybody? I did not. So the first army will be sent into Leningrad. And that's our first semi-properly, it's kind of oob. We still need army, group, and theater. But other than that. Alright, more efficient laws. Actually, I think we should do... Because we weren't doing this one before because of the money. But we got a fuck ton of money because we stole it all from the Spanish. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Trade it in for some more IC. Because it would be nice to build things. But it would also be nice to know what proper rifles are. So that's a thing. There's not really much to do. I guess we just go ahead on something. Get ahead. Officer recruitment. Yeah, just get ahead on a couple things, I guess. Casting. Computing machines. Radar. Might as well spend it to get, I mean, better than nothing, right? Or yeah, I'm a funds manager for the Spanish. They'll get it back, don't worry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 units of mountain infantry here. So that means we need 2 of these to go over to there. Icy Wasted. Yes! We can finally start building things. Fuck's sake. We don't need planes. We got 1,000 of them. I mean, we could always use more, though. So, what do we start building, guys? Forts? Do we do the Magnus line again? Because I did the Magnus line before, and it worked out pretty iffy. See, given the choice, I would dig in on the far side of the Rostov forts. No, I'm not building boats. I don't need boats. So the line would be here. It'd be right here in the woods. Right there. We already got some forts there. Marines, airborne, lots and lots and lots and lots of forts. The Magnus line. I'm getting a lot of votes for the Magnus line. So let's fucking start it. Start it up. Forts, Magnus line. What are forts in here? Beach defenses, pillbox, coastal fort, fortress. What's the difference? Okay, so the pillbox will be done in a month. And the fortress will be done in a while. I mean, I feel like I need to at least get the initial... Well, okay, we'll start with pillboxes. We'll start with the pillboxes. Let's see, that's plains, so we'd want to dig in the woods. And dig in around Leningrad. So... Pillboxes is a capital. I can hear the fucking music again. Oh my god. Oh my god, my brain. Guys, my brain's gonna explode. Okay, so... Where would the line would go here? Let's see, that's hills, forest. And I think it would probably go through the forest here to Smolensk. I don't know. That's real close to the border. That's real close to a lot of Yermans. Where would I want to... Because ideally what I would do is draw it like here. Then straight up here. And then straight, then like across, and then like, and yeah, and then over here, and then up. That would be the Magnus line. I just made your day. I'm happy I can make your day, abstract cow, because Stalin. I always forget that when I'm drinking Yinglings, it's Invisibeer. It's got a green tinted doodle. I don't want a green tinted doodle. Okay, so... Oh, you know what I should do? Historical plans, geo, add. Yeah, there we go. So, do we dig in on the Donets or the Don River? Well, we know what we would do is... I use the rivers as lines all the time, so we would do it like this. We know that. I think the Donets, yeah. So we'll do. Well, this is just our initial doodleage. And Kharkov, we'll try to hold on to Kharkov and Kursk. Because that went well for everybody involved. And Orel. Yeah, it'll go up to the Oka River here. And then what it'll do is... This is going to be an interesting area, because it's got to cut across the plains here, which is just flat-out open goddamn country. Fortress. Make sure there's at least some fortresses in these open areas. Oh, there's a couple there already, but we'll do another one. And then over to the Volga. To like here? Or do we want it? Because this is forest. What do we want? Yeah, I think we're going to do that. And then up this way. There we go. That is, I'm just kind of drawing the Magnus line out. The Don is more defensible long term. I agree. That is a better defensive. You know what? Now that we can do both. Or Scheisse. Now that I'm looking at it, you know what? Because this... But that's giving up a lot of land and some major cities. And getting them... I don't know. Oh, but it does this bank of the eastern bank of the Don is forested for a while. And then we just go to Tula. That lets them get real close to Moscow, doesn't it? And then up here to the Volga, and then over from the Volga. Oh, that's not a bad line. I think I might. Well, fuck. Now that you say that, I do think that's. Don't forget about Sevastopol. I've forgotten about Sevastopol. Well, I've already got it planned out. Let's start with that. We also need to make sure that, like right here, either just give up the Crimea, and yeah, we just give that up, and hold the Kerch Peninsula. Should be both, to be honest, rather than eggs in one. But that's a good idea, Utari. Have to make some sacrifices. Yes, indeedly diddly doodly. Military production. And then what we do is, these guys will start actually filling out the Magnus line. What about the Dnieper as,
Eat a bag
you
of
will have
dicks.
Poland? Oh, that's way too close to the German lines. Sarah, Russia geographically is a bitch. Should look into Russian geostrategic problem. Explains a lot about foreign policy of the last 350 years. I've watched some information on that situation. But yeah, the Dnieper way too close to the German border. Even with Poland is a half of Poland is a buffer state, still too close, too close. Letting the Germans in for a while and letting them, you know, kind of run out the blitzkrieg and extend their supply lines. That's a good way of dealing with them. If I remember correctly, the Magnus Line 1.0 was on the Dnieper, and it failed catastrophically. If memory serves. Oh, we need to make some more toasters.